Liverpool do need to freshen things up. They really do. They need to freshen things up pretty quickly and to make sure we don't enter ourselves into a slump. Now, one of the things, and this is only going to be a short video, and in my opinion, should be only a short video. I'm aiming for less than 5 minutes. But in my opinion, 4-3-3, fantastic formation. Works really well in attack, works really well, in the midfield, or should work really well in the midfield as well. And also, obviously, the defence will be a back four and a goalkeeper. Now, it works really well, but when everybody knows that that is how you're going to line up every single week, every single game, no matter what lineup you put out, whether it's young players, experienced players, full first team players, whatever one it is, everybody knows that you're going to set up that way and you're going to try to just play your football. Then great, it's awesome when it works and everyone knows what to expect from a fan and an opposition fan. But then when it's not working, and you can see that it's not working, and it's also maybe being a little bit detrimental to the fact that you're losing games and stuff like that at the moment, which we are now. We're in a bit of a slump at the moment. We just don't want it to be an extended slump that sees us, perhaps have that 22-point lead dwindled down and taken away from us. We want to make sure that we sort of keep hold of that if we can, and hopefully win at least 4 more Premier League games if that can happen. Wow. But yes, so a change of system, in my opinion, would be a nice thing to do. It could be a nice, fresh thing to do. Now, the 4-3-3, we love it. It's great when it works. It's fantastic when it works, and it's very potent as well, very lethal. However, a change of system could benefit us, and I think the system that we could go to is one that we've seen before. We used it a lot either last season or the season before, and Joe Gomez and that lot thrived in it. We went a lot of games that were, where we didn't concede, and it actually seemed to help us a little bit more, control the game in the midfield. Now, this would help us control the game in the midfield more, and the system that we're talking about is the 4-2-3-1. Now, a lot of people can see the 4-2-3-1 as a negative, but I think when you've got the attacking players that we have, I think it actually can be an exciting formation, and it has been in the past for us, but it also means that you are allowing yourself to be a bit more defensively solid, and you'll get the best out of players in certain positions. Now, a player that I'm talking about here would be Fabinho. Fabinho, when he thrived at his best at Monaco, he thrived in a 2 as part of a 4-2-3-1 sort of system, but mainly as having a partner as a CDM. Probably their best season that they had was him partnered with Bakayoko, who isn't having the most success in his own career right now, but that's by the by. Now, you could get the best out of him in that sort of position. It's then who do you partner with him? Do you partner Henderson and take away those driving runs from him, or do you partner him with a Gini Wijnaldum, who is a very, very good all-round midfielder? I'm not entirely sure, because there's a lot of different options. You could go with Naby Keita. It depends how you want to go with it, whether you have, 2 sitting CDMs, like say you take Jordan Henderson and Fabinho, you have them in the team, and Henderson is allowed that warrant to go forward a little bit more, and you have Fabinho covering the defensive area. That could be something that works, but it also means that you get more bodies into that midfield area. You maybe get like Bobby Firmino dropping back a little bit further. Whether you want to play Salah up front and then you have Mane on the left hand side, you could have Minamino on the right hand side, or you could still stick Firmino up front, Salah on the right hand side, Minamino in behind the striker. Could be something that works as well. Obviously, there's other players at play here as well. There's Divock Origi, there's Oxlade-Chamberlain, Naby Keita. There's loads of different options that you get in that system, and it means that you do become a bit more defensively solid just because of the amount of bodies that are in there. And it could also mean that you just give your opponents something else to think about. It's just something that I'm thinking about at the moment, because it seems that we need to freshen things up a little bit more, and it's not just about having different personnel coming in, or just I'm not entirely sure exactly what it is. It's just thoughts that I'm having, but I feel that the 4-2-3-1 could benefit us quite a bit, because then it means that when we do have a lot of the ball, and if we lose that ball, we should technically have more players behind the ball ready to come back and defend, and it'll also then mean we're not leaving just like 2 centre backs on their own. It might actually help us become a bit more defensively solid in the long term as well. Let me know what you think in the comments below about that. What would you do for Liverpool to freshen things up right now? Would you change the system? Would you add in a new formation? Let me know what you think in the comments below. That's just my thoughts on it anyway. Thanks ever so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, please do like it and subscribe if you're new around here. Thank you once again, and I'll catch you later.